It is absolutely zero secret that Mattel is not perfect. In fact, they tend to be very flawful, if you will. I just created that word. At any given point, it's really unpredictable whenever they're going to do something that isn't 100% accurate to the movie. And if you went deep into it, a lot of them actually would need finer details to touch up to be ultra accurate to the movie. So this is a little different type of video. Maybe I'll do more of these in the future. Just a brief little overview in visual aspect on how to make better versions of characters so they're more accurate to how they appear on the big screen itself, whether a movie or whatever cars media they come from. So we're starting off with Raoule Caroule. This is totally not because I just did him today and I'm just feeling like it, but here is a Chinese release, and I use the Thailand one because it has a unibody with a metal mouth area, so I just prefer it. This one will also get customized for the Cars Fast as Lightning paint job, but thankfully I didn't do that yet, so I can kind of do a side-by-side comparison. Even though one is China, one is Thailand, still is going to work. So if you want to make the ultimate Raoule Caroule diecast, here's all the updates I did. Now this one I also kind of did updates to, but that's also to prepare for the video game paint job that I am going to do. Well, I guess I should just say mobile app paint job, but still. You can see how it's almost like black voids. That's where the air vents are. That's unpainted on the diecast, so you want to go in the interwell, not where you can see it from the front. You can kind of see it, you can still see the blue. That's right, but when you go from the side, that's where like the void of the air vents start to pop in, so that's important to note. And the GRC, not meant to be the GRC from the main line last year, by the way. This is a Global Rally Car acronym, not Global Racers Cup acronym. But you can tell that the color of blue is different because I did make this a different shade. It's supposed to be a little more contrasting. This one blends in a little too much. So you can clearly see there, it's a lot more of a darker blue. I even added that to the paint splatter effect that he always has going on, which makes it really contrast and look really nice. And you probably can tell these as well. I also did the black void on this intake part in the front. Almost makes him look like he has a mustache, but not supposed to be a grill. And little void on the top right there. You can see on the intake on the roof, because Mattel always would just paint over it, not tend to it too much. I say, heck no, I need to get all the details possible and accurate. So going to the side, we'll do the same side so it makes a little more sense. A lot of people maybe don't remember this, but he does not have paint splatter that completely covers his window. There is a little speck of his window. I can show some pictures too as I go along on the side of the screen. That is a little see-through, like you can kind of see the gray window behind it. So I made sure to add that little slither in there because it does not cover all the way. Also added black outlines to the windows. Again, Mattel just kind of paints it over one bit. He really is like Miguel Camino as well, who's another car who needs a bunch of updates. He will definitely be a video I do down the line because he needs hella upgrades. And yeah, blurry decals, but I mean, that's fine by me. I don't mind too much as long as they're still readable. GRC also in the blue, so all these darker blue elements all like clash and they blend very nicely. So far, so we're up to date. We have the black on the intake pieces, we have the black into the air vent voids that you want to do, the black outline on the windows, and the little slither of gray to put that little bit of the window that still is not covered by the paint splatter. And here's another bit. Mattel did not do this little black, I almost want to say some sort of visor bit on the top right above his eyes. That isn't present on any version of Raoule, from the regular one at least. Some of the expanded universe ones actually cater to that, but Mattel is known for not going back and fixing some things on some cars, and like they are eternally never going to be fixed probably. So you got to put it in the hands of people who actually care, like myself. Now the back is the one you probably be the most surprised about. I'm sure you can easily tell what's mainly different. Well, I'm going to start off with the tail lights here. He does have visible tail lights in the movie. I think these are supposed to be tail lights, just very unpainted ones. Like it's just a red blob. I actually put the finer tail light details in there. Again, I will show pictures so you can follow along. I also made it a slightly darker red so you can kind of see the difference between the tail light red and then the paint splatter red, because again, Mattel just kind of did it all one piece. And the big difference, this is like his back window area. So it's like a continuation of the paint splatter just on the back window, which is an interesting touch, but it is not the same red as the rest. In fact, I wouldn't even say it is a red. It's like a very dark gray almost in the movie, and it's because it's a window detail, not exactly on the body, you know? Like if you put a detail on your car on the window, it's not gonna show off the same if it was like printed on the metal parts of your car. It's just because of the material. There's a difference between the glass of a window and then the metal components of a car. So I actually really appreciate that detail from Pixar's point of view. Obviously, Mattel did not do that. And finally, you have this little, I'm not sure what to call this, but it's like a little hook thingy-majig, a little thing that sticks out. That's painted red. That's how it is in the movie. So to go over one last time for this video on what exactly you want to do for your Raoule Caroule diecast to make it the ultimate Raoule Caroule diecast, you have to fill in the air vents on the side and the intakes on the front of the hood and the roof. You have the little black bit that's like a streak line right above the eyes. You have the little bit of the window that is still visible in the gray. You have the black outline so you can actually define the windows. You need to make the paint splatter blue a little more darker to contrast the brighter blue, which is his main color in the front, and it comes back into his back components. And finally, you want to make this part almost like a blackish gray paint splatter, because like I said, it's meant to be details on top of a window, which does make a difference. That's why it shows off like that. And you want to make the little hook there red. So that is all the modifications besides one thing. I will let you guys in on a little secret. I haven't done this one yet because I need to wait to get the right parts, but he also has two antennas, not one, two antennas in the movie. Like beat-a bob, beat-a boom right there. Obviously, Mattel's never added that on any World Grand Prix racer to my knowledge, and there's quite a few of them that actually do have antennas. So it's basically this Raoul right here. We'll make him the star of the show now. We'll get the other one out the way. Just a quick 360 showing you guys the ultimate Raoule Caroule diecast. I hope this video was pretty helpful in showing you all the finer details that you need to do if you would like to do this yourself. I always have a lot of fun updating my cars diecast, and you know what better way to also do it than be able to show them off too to people out there who maybe have an interest in this stuff. I feel like that's a really fun concept to do. So that'll be it for this video. Let me know if you guys want me to see any more updates for other cars and you want to see how to get them done, all the finer details. Like I said, I've already said Miguel Camino is definitely one on my list. I have ones that I have done in the past where I've already updated them, like Cruisin' McQueen and maybe some other variants of cars. But if you guys have any suggestions, just let me know. I will be really glad to help any of you guys out who want to make the ultimate version of your favorite cars diecasts. Peace out.